Hello, gamers. It wouldn't be a Nator stream if I literally wasn't hopping on just as the show began, would it? Oh, it's been a hectic day. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? There it is. Okay, we did that part. That part's done. Whew. And we're just going. I'll let Geoff talk for a second while I just adjust to what's been going on.
A live showcase of what's next in the wide world of video games. We are live.
Fishface will be here soon. He's not here yet.
Home or watching inside an IMAX theater. Welcome to our showcase event. Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates on the games you love, be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Now, what I love about this show is that it's a true cross-industry showcase. Whether you play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you.
I got pushed to mute.
It doesn't matter your platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community.
Video games.
Love the art of amazing video games. The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds and new teams, and we'll make room for small independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right,
hell yeah, Keighley.
Hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish lists. And even if you don't get every announcement that you desire, and let's face it, you're not going to get everything today.
I know,
We've got
Keighley.
a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter hit arcades, and ever since, the legendary Japanese fighting game.
Okay, while I get my bearings.
Street Fighter 6 is coming in.
It's a good thing Street Fighter's first. I'm not a Street Fighter expert in any way.
To officially confirm a character coming to the game and show you the exclusive first gameplay footage. Enjoy.
You won't know what hit you.
Let me have some fun.
Let's get this mission started.
Guile, baby. Look at that beard.
This will be a good fight. Got you in my sights. Neutralized. Predictable. Time to end this.
Sorry. I'm still getting adjusted here.
I'm just on another level.
It's all about the comb. All right. Next, it's time for a brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm focused. Woo. How's everybody? Brand new game. Focus Entertainment, 20th Century. Terminator? Tantalus. No, not Terminator. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know enough about Terminator.
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the comsat relay, and bring it back online. We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
All right, gamers. Oh, it's aliens. Duh. Come on. Come on, gang. Hi, everybody.
Willis, take the lead.
Didn't really get to introduce the stream. We're just in it. This is E3, not E3 week. That's how it goes.
This ain't good. What we found was a new kind of evil. And it found us first. This wasn't human.
Boring. It's alien, but there's like humanoid enemies. Boring. I'm assuming it's competitive, Left 4 Dead-esque competitive mode. Jamie, welcome. Thank you for the 13 months. Woo, it's been a chaotic day. I'll message you about some of what's been going on, but we're here. We're here to watch some show, watch some Keighley. Got some aliens. If my voice sounds weird, Chad, I'm literally just coming off of a sickness.
I know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes.
Thank you.
I still see it.
We got the animated Summer Game Fest logo up there. Pretty
Now
fun.
everyone's dead.
Yo, the hype train.
And someone needs to know.
Oh. Okay, hold on. I was not sure about that game until literally just now. It looks like it's XCOM-like. Now we're talking.
Aliens, Dark
Now we're
Descent,
talking.
coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces behind the Dead Space.
How's the
franchise.
volume, chat?
Today, I am
Feels
thrilled
quiet
to
in
get
my
to show
ears.
you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield.
Is this okay?
But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
A little more gore.
Take a look outside.
Yeah, I turned it up a little bit. Let me know if
Did you
this is
know
better.
that they call Callisto the dead moon? Dead. Like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there,
I feel
that's
you,
your
Jamie.
old life.
One
Gotta
day
let
I
that
might
go. Because
be
your
strong enough.
life
I don't know if that
is
night's tonight.
entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Ugh, God. I really like the zombies in this being more humanoid rather than the necromorphs. But like still being horrifying, you know? I know I just complain about humanoids and aliens, but like this is a different thing, you know? It's a different, very body horror, very Cronenberg.
I just love that last part. Gives me chills every time.
Okay, so here's where the more of the gore comes in. I don't think this was in the last trailer. Guardian, welcome. Freya, welcome. I call you Freya usually, and I call you Guardian here. I don't know why. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
It's great vibes here.
Home.
Alrighty. Yeah.
That's right. We know
This
what
guy
you
they're
wanted
talking to
see.
here.
And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance.
Glenn Schofield is
first
one of the
all,
original guys behind Dead
congratulations.
Space, so
This
yeah,
game
it's
looks
very,
absolutely
very Dead
incredible.
Space.
And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having us. I really do appreciate it, Jeff. And,
It was
for a second, just give me
originally
a second. I want to thank you
meant
for all
to
you've
be,
done for the game industry all these years. Man.
Aw.
I think I've known you like 16,
Keighley
17
love.
years now, and you've been an ambassador.
Very nice.
You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's so fun
paused
to do these
it
shows
'cause I put my
to
headphone
show
up.
this game. So people saw the trailer. But
power-
what I'm so
technology's
excited
too
today
smart.
Is that
I don't
we
need
just
that.
brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development, and people are going to be blown away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we going to see today?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes of, like you said, like raw gameplay. It's 2 segments in the first half of the game. One is a med bay, another one is a power station, and you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality, some just about everything.
So it's interesting.
Showcasing
They
a
just
new
confirmed.
weapon called the Grip.
Okay.
It's like
I'll
a
let him
gravity
talk.
gun, but it picks up the enemies and it shoves them into giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check out the nice ending we have, where we usually will kill our main character Jacob, and in a very unique way.
Oh,
And,
I don't like how he's animating in the
just for a
background.
second,
there.
I want to thank the team, man.
Breathing.
Like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work. You guys
Fish,
are
that's
amazing.
right. I need to get you in the
Thank
call.
very much.
Oh, well, Glenn,
I just-
got to say, again,
Brain is a little
what you
scattered
guys are
right now.
shipping this year, this looks like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and let's let the footage speak for itself.
Thank you.
Glenn
Thanks.
Schofield, striking distance. Here it is, the first gameplay of the Callisto Protocol.
Yo, gameplay though. I don't know why his arms are breathing. That was a strange decision in the background. So this game was originally supposed to take place in the PUBG universe, which is funny to me. A lot of, Fortnite I can understand having a story. Even Call of Duty's multiplayer I can understand. PUBG having a story is very strange to me. But it's Crafton, so it is the company that does PUBG. Hype Train is close again. Two close hype trains today. Thank you to Rinks for the 16 months and Fern at work with the 16-month sub. They just confirmed this game is not in the PUBG universe anymore, which is very funny to me. Uh-oh. Where did it go? Hello? Oh no, I can't hear anything. Panic. Hold on. Yo, we got a hype train. Freya with the 100 bits. Let's go. I gotta stretch. I gotta hydrate. I gotta figure out. Could you hear anything just now, chat? Okay, joining this call is making everything go away. I can't hear you. Can chat hear fish paste right now? Why can't I hear anything? Okay, I'm gonna leave this up. Fish, you can... Okay, we can't hear Oscar, but we can hear everything else. Can you hear the game right now? Can you hear everything? I'm so sorry, Callisto Protocol. I'm sorry to not give you the spotlight right now while I'm doing technical difficulties. What? Oh wait. Now
Shoot the man.
Can you hear him now?
Summer Games Fest.
I think you might be able to hear him. But I can't hear it. I hear literally nothing right now.
Man being chewed up by a machine.
Oh my God.
As
That
long as
just
you can,
happened.
if you can hear the show.
All right, moving on.
That's my
This
focus.
October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world
Hold on,
premiere
I
of its
have a
gameplay
workaround
with
here.
a level playthrough.
Call
to tell
of
us more,
Duty.
let's head to the port of Long Beach to check in with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of
Pete
Duty.
Davidson, the
Again,
game.
2019, Modern Warfare.
Good time for me to
changed
work through this.
everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty.
I
with the
guess,
launch of
Fish,
Modern
go ahead
Warfare
and be the
2.
host for a second.
We are back.
I can't hear
we are
you at all, so I
bigger,
don't know.
And we are bringing the
All right, so we're
entire
launching
team.
October 28th.
Gaz,
We're gonna
Soap,
relaunch Modern
Alejandro,
Warfare 2.
and of course,
Pete Davidson's
Ghost.
in it. Everyone
We
go
needed
buy
a
it.
stage big enough to
Is he-
debut
is
Call
he-
of
is he
Duty
good
in
at
a
being
whole new way, inspired by the world we're about to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning.
You know what I meant.
Here
I don't
is
even know who
Modern
this
Warfare
is.
2.
Oh, chat, today's been a hectic day. This is not any sign of that.
A new era of a game we've
I
released
appreciate
before.
in a separate channel Freya saying that this is the first time Freya's hearing my voice. And
Eyes in the red.
I appreciate Freya saying he sounds exactly like I thought he would.
Let's invite ourselves in.
All station ship is visual.
I don't know what that said.
We board, clear,
Let's see if
disarm
this
that
changes.
missile. Be ready for anything. This could be a trap. Actual, we're set.
Copy, get to work.
Oh. Oscar, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, baby!
Good hook.
Okay. We're all good now, everybody.
Was it literally just changing your audio license in Discord?
I didn't know. I had to change from the wireless. I had to plug in the headset directly to the microphone here. So we're good now. Hi. Hi, Fish. How are you?
Good. You missed my intro.
Was I talking over it because I didn't know you were talking?
No, I just. You ready? Summer Games Fest.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh god, we got effects.
Do you want to see my? Do you want? Since you have to watch the stream to see me, I could turn on the camera in our call if you want to see me.
I have both dog at the same time.
Okay. Now we're good. We're good to go for the next like 4 hours, whatever this is gonna end up being. How's the audio balance of everything, chat?
Sorry, did you see that guy fall?
Yeah, I did. That was good. I missed the train. My chat's telling me I missed the train.
Yeah, the hype train's gone. Better look next time.
Thanks again to everybody. Yeah, I think I got everyone. Oh, I need to hydrate. I stretched a little bit, I think.
To the main deck. What's your status? Boarding the ship.
So it's.
Roger that.
I'm glad I had all that issue during Call of Duty because everything going on at Activision Blizzard is kind of shitty. It's a bummer too because I feel like Modern Warfare was the game that kind of reawoke our interest in Call of Duty for a little bit, and so this being the sequel to that, here I'm doing some balancing on the fly here. The fact that we're getting a sequel to that and it does, this story mode is looking sick. It's just still hard to support a company that's done a bunch of the shit that they've done over the last few years.
Sick weapons though. last it was a 9mm Vector he was using. Now he's using a Scar H chambered in 308. Look at this.
Yeah, I know that. That's my favorite one.
Oh, that's your favorite one. He's not a Molotov cocktail.
That's the funniest thing.
That's not military.
I was gonna say, and that's the funniest thing to me in these games. It's like you never see him light it, right? So it's just in his backpack. Like, okay. I can fix Oscar. I can fix you.
It's his heat source. You know, because it's cold out there. In the rain.
Oh, you're coming in nice and crispy now. How's that, chat?
Nice and crispy.
No, yeah. He just has them like keeping him toasty in his backpack. I mean, the visuals are good, and that's the other part of the the complicated nature of shitty people at video game companies, right? Is that there are a lot of good people that worked on this game, and I'm sure they're very excited to see their game. And sad to hear anyone be like, you know, fuck this game just cause, but kind of a little bit still that feeling. But I mean, this is really well made so far, as Call of Duty always tends to be. I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten a nice, good E3, not E3 presentation with a 5-minute Call of Duty gameplay sequence, though.
You could have told me this was any other Call of Duty, I would have believed you.
I know. Is this Call of Duty 2? The big red one? I want to shout out that we do have 8 viewers when I, like, literally, this has been the most ramshackle stream so far, and we're good now. We're stable now. Shout out to everyone coming out. Message received, Oscar. I sound better now, right?
Yeah.
This whole time in our Discord call, I've been using the Discord, or my headset mic, which is horrible.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, we are good now. Hello. Hi, Rinks. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
God, I swear, if somehow the stream was using that mic, there's no, I don't think there's a way. Yeah, I was gonna say Wavelink.
I think I'm wearing a diaper, a blue diaper.
Hell yeah, Jamie. That's the dream. It's not your fault.
We are like 20 years, more than 20 years until we still just red jelly on the screen. That's how we indicate that we're hurt.
Yeah. The Call of Duty red jelly, baby. When are we gonna just bleed IRL? That's what I want to know. You're right, Jam. Just be playing.
Haptic feedback.
Oh, God.
They have those, you know? You've seen those vests?
Yeah, the
you can
full
hook up
on
on
vest.
VR.
Yeah,
where if you get hit in the chest, you can punches you. Some guy just comes into your house.
You just wear the vest just cause.
Wear the vest to protect yourself.
It doesn't do anything. It's just.
Visual on bridge entry.
Check it. Controls are internal. All right, stand back. Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry.
This is about how I feel about this so far.
Execute.
Someone on Twitter just said, Call of Duty's Call of Duty confirmed.
It's still the same game.
Pre-order now and get
So
early
this
access
is-
to the open beta.
It's not like a reimagining. It's just the same game,
That's
just
what
in
we're
a
talking
new engine,
about.
right?
And joining us
No,
now,
it's
up
the
from Long
remember how
Beach,
there was
John,
Modern
great to see you.
Warfare
How's everything?
It's great.
that came out,
Great to have
and that
you
was
with
like
us.
the last
Oh,
game.
okay.
Yeah.
So this isn't like this is like
saw the
Call of
first
Duty
gameplay. Thanks for that
4
extended
remaster that they did a
sequence.
few years ago, right?
Incredible.
No, yeah, this is a
Geoff,
sequel
tell us a bit
to.
about
I forgot they made another Modern
what was that
Warfare.
game? What are we seeing now?
Absolutely.
It's very
So,
confusing.
First of all,
So this is
we're
the
really
second
excited
Modern
to
Warfare
welcome
2 they've
back,
released.
Captain John Price and
Completely different games, but
Gaz Garrick.
COD Wars.
You know, they're not.
Love
They're
a
not
good
actually
COD War, dude.
Gotta
today, but they're returning
fish-
members from 141.
fish the
and other
waters
two
between the
characters,
UK and
that
Iceland.
you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and of course Soap John McTavish.
That's not his
and a
real
couple
middle
other
name.
characters in here.
I
that
like
we're really
how
excited, that we got to create for this game.
Deep the lore
First,
is for Call of Duty. Actually,
Commander
it's
Phil
wild.
Graves.
I mean, I
Mexican
have
Special
mad
Forces,
respect to them for
Alejandro.
that.
And Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable.
This
and a guy,
game has
who's just
characters.
as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, you know,
Excuse me, he's
I
a what?
got
He's
a
a
shout
test
out
subject?
to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration.
This is
across
another
all of
Mason, what do the numbers
different,
mean?
Disciplines, as you
Hell
saw.
yeah.
Everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here, and you know, you saw the wind and the animations and the awesome.
You
sound
saw
design.
wind.
And of course, our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly that cover would shift and leave you exposed.
Listen, I'm all for new
but
tech,
also leaves
but
the
like
enemy
Sea of Thieves has
exposed,
had
creating this
water
emergent
tech.
gameplay.
I know.
the
The fact that they're like, the cover
Very excited.
moves.
Just
Like,
I'm so excited that we get to show it off.
okay.
And that's just a hint of where
Okay.
things are going to go.
It's like that.
Johanna, tell us a little
Yeah,
bit
me,
about
it's like, okay.
overall Modern Warfare
Okay.
2. Obviously, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
Yeah, we.
I'm curious. I haven't really kept up with it. I'm curious how people are reacting to
It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2. And
Warzone 2. Basically, they're confirming you don't carry over anything from the current Warzone.
What do you mean? I've spent like $3.
Incredible rendering, incredible graphics.
It's. I mean, it makes it, like eventually one of these battle royales is gonna have to do that, right? Like to really modify what they're doing.
The new Warzone experience. Where
Oh man, just wait till you hear about Fortnite too.
There will be a
Keighley reveal
experience of Warzone for current existing
Have you, speaking of
players as well.
Spending money, have you seen
sort of feed the entire
the money people are spending on Diablo
All eyes
Immortal?
on the 28th.
Yeah, it's
and again,
what
I
they
think
say,
the
like
collaboration's just been
$100,000 to
incredible.
fully
Everybody's so
kit out your
excited for Task
character.
Force 141.
Yeah, and I saw someone spend like
Warzone
10
Mobile
grand on
as
like
well,
whatever, I
players
don't
on
know,
the
the loot
go.
boxes or
We're on
loot, isn't
Steam,
it? They didn't get like a
it's
single
a
good
big
item.
moment, and there's gonna be a
Hell
lot more
yeah,
to
dude.
come
Holy
in the
crap,
months
dude.
to follow.
Well,
Activision
before
Blizzard,
we
baby.
leave, we got to ask a little bit about Warzone 2. I know we just, we're showing gameplay here on this, but can you?
Here it is, Warzone 2.
It seems like there was a little bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high rise and other elements. But
Oh, yeah, high
We'll
rise.
get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for
Tricky
sure.
Towers.
It will be an extension.
I know.
Of the Modern Warfare.
I know my
Tilted
battle
towers.
royales.
So
It's tilted
all the more
towers.
reason why we think this game
Tricky
is
I know my
Towers.
battle royals.
is such an
Tricky
important,
Towers is that
title
like
for all of
Tetris
us. Looking
Yeah, it's
multiplayer
Tetris.
game.
the
Like you said,
magician
we're having a
Tetris
full team
game.
around the entire future for the franchise, so we're
Which is
in
good.
a position we're really
Check it out.
excited.
It is a good game.
All right, well, we're looking forward.
I know I have a lot of
Thanks so
new
much for giving us
people
the first
here
look at the
today. If you
gameplay,
could
Call of
drop
Duty,
a
Modern Warfare
follow
2.
on the
Thank you,
account,
Jeff.
you know what I mean? Like,
All right,
follow,
well, we've
comment,
got lots more
subscribe.
Summer Game Fest still to go, and now it's time to announce
anything
the
helps.
classic PC
You don't
gaming
have to, though.
franchise is coming back.
Also go to
with a
VGG.
sequel over 30 years after
hear
its
that?
first release.
Guardian
I
of Freya
loved this game when I
with the
was growing
follow.
up, so I'm
Mad
honored
Rush
to share
with the
Big
follow.
colors.
Let's go. It's like when people say like, subscribe with Twitch Prime, and then everyone starts doing that.
What's this? Microids.
Like, oh!
Is this what I think it is?
What is that game called again?
It's the return of. Give me the name. Yeah, I know what France.
I love these
Like Prince of Persia, like
little hardcore-ish platform.
yeah.
Got my YouTube skills down. Madra, thank you for the follow and welcome.
What is it called? What is this called? Are we in the future now? Oh, it's 2D 3D.
I love iconic franchise. My favorite.
Yeah.
Iconic and franchisable. Flashback 2.
Yeah. Dos. Winter. That's soon-ish.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited. The team.
I think they had remade the first one at some
An
point.
in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy.
But a full-on sequel is interesting.
Early access soon. I am so excited to play
I'm
this.
cautiously
I bet you will be
optimistic.
too after you see this.
Okay, early access. He's very excited. Oh,
Wait.
this looks familiar. I like the little
What's
X's on the bullets.
This is Vermintide 3.
Bro, it's first person Castlevania.
Oh, this has to be like, what is this? Oh, is this Witchfire? Is this what they're talking about?
Oh, is this? No, I don't think it's that. There was one that was like half a walking simulator, half a classic shooter, and I remember it had a similar aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
I do like the aesthetic though. I love me a medieval gothic adventure
Fantasy.
with some like Western sensibilities as well.
Would you like that Cowboys versus Aliens?
Oh hell yeah, brother! That was actually a sick movie.
Yeah, K-Kona, brother.
That was one of those movies you're like, ha ha, and then you sit down and watch it, and it's a good time.
That's the old Daniel Craig. Who remembers that one? That was before Bond. Whoa.
And so, yeah, if this is, I'm curious if this is roguelite-ish then, if they're saying it's in early access. Rarely is like a regular-ass single-player game in early access, you know? Witchfire, you're right.
Witchfire. Yes, sir. Wishlist now. We'll see. At the game store.
Different kind of wish list than you were thinking.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go do it now.
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere new game announcement.
So there was a leak, and I think there's a tricky little thing that, because Keighley said most of what's happening tonight is stuff that's been announced. And I think there's some tricky ways that that's going to manifest, and I'll call it out when it happens. I don't want to spoil the
I can't believe what I saw.
That's true.
So Troy Baker, when he said familiar voices, Troy Baker.
Give me 1 second.
Solace, everything okay in there?
Jamie, do I think Dragon's Dogma 2? If it is, it has to happen here. The Capcom showcase, they said, would not be anything new. So, but so Fish is gone for a little bit. That's okay. This looks pretty.
Something's going on here.
I have a feeling we're gonna get overwhelmed. Fort Solis, Troy Baker, Roger Clark, and Julia Brown. Some big names, voice acting wise. I think we're gonna get overloaded on space horror.
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun. The fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I got to ask you guys, who are your characters
I love
in this
Troy
game?
Baker.
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base.
Just a chill, comforting time in space.
Epicenter
Therapy
of
in
this mystery
space,
that
maybe.
we'll
even.
discover and uncover as we go through the game. And of course, my character will be at times in opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
Every once in a yeah. Oh, man. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
so great
Ginger
to be here.
Joint,
Thanks
yeah.
for having us.
I would
It's
love
great
it.
that you're in
People
another
really
game.
want it,
I mean,
and they're
it's feeling
expecting
this
it. But
is the first game
Capcom
since
themselves said
Red
their
One of the
event.
first major ones for a while, and I play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote mining post.
Would not be anything new.
His job
So
is to
if
make
it
sure
if it
when
was
the
going to show up,
ship
it'd
breaks
show up
down
here.
while it's on their graveyard shift. The
Or
graveyard
Capcom's
shift,
line.
meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other, and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I gotta ask.
Did I
a lot
not
of people
know
see
that?
This thing, and they'll probably wonder. You know, it's a new team, right? Independent.
He's
studio
Irish?
making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, like, how did you guys get attached to this?
The
Tell
guy
us
who
about
played
the
Arthur
background.
Morgan
I
in
will
Red
say
Dead
that
Redemption 2 is
2020 to
Irish?
me
How did I
was
not
the
know that?
most impactful year for games. It was the first. I mean, obviously,
I
we had
didn't
this
play a ton
unprecedented
of
event with
Dragon's
the
Dogma,
pandemic,
so
and
that's a
that
chat.
forced
Go
the
ahead,
way that
chat.
we looked at
Drop your
everything
favorite
as a
classes
society,
from
but
the
also
original
the way
Dragon's
this
Dogma.
Function. But it was also brand new consoles. We had more tools that were being made available that were leveling the playing field between like the AAA studios and the indie studios or the AAA studios. And so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said we'd like for you to
another
consider
space
being a part
horror
of this
game.
And walked me through a very brief description of what the
starring
experience was
Troy
gonna be
Baker
like.
and Arthur Morgan.
In the very beginning, he said,
"Did you know Arthur
we want
Morgan's
this to
Irish?
feel- It's a tight thriller.
He's
We want it to feel
Irish?
Like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon." And I was like, "Sign me up. I'm into that. Absolutely."
And full like performance capture and everything.
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. New studio, brand new energy, and of course, I get to work with one of the best of the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
an Irish
of getting to see this guy and watch him in action.
He's born in New Jersey to Irish parents, so maybe that's why it's like a mix.
All the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you.
He reminds me
I think it's gonna
almost like Colin Farrell's voice.
Capture,
Yeah.
Live. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? Like, what are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are always important. So we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you'll be very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse. Which I'm excited to
it does. I'm curious now. Maybe I was
the narrative is a
wrong.
huge element to this. They didn't waste
in depicting it as a horror thing, and
resources
it's more like
on
a
the
thriller.
performance for sure. I got to
Which
tell
is
one
so
quick
scary.
story, if I can. There was one of our favorite.
It's gonna be like Moon. Remember Moon?
Moon was
There
sick,
was a lot
dude.
of action in this.
Moon
game,
was a
and that was
bro.
at
If anyone hasn't
the
seen
forefront
Moon,
of this.
go watch
Moon.
that.
Duncan
To speak to
Jones
the
is
performance
Moon.
capture aspect. We brought in an incredible. I got to give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator, who walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he says, "I want to know the story of this fight." And so Roger and I sat down. We said, "These are who our characters are." And he goes, "Give me 1 hour, and I will come back to you with the story of this fight." And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, it was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps. And he walked us through this incredible
I really
fight.
like
You know, about
spotlighting these bigger names, but I hope we keep doing that for even
I can do a lot of things,
non-Troy Bakers.
I can't do this.
You know,
He grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, "Oh, you can. You will. And it's going to be glorious."
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
big,
excited
big
about it,
stunts. I mean, this is so cool to see. It's an independent studio doing this, teaming up with you guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy, Roger, thanks for joining us here.
Happy to be
on
here.
Summer Game
Thank
Fest.
you.
All right, appreciate it very much, guys. All right, well, next up, keeping up with the space theme, it's time to world premiere a very exciting new game, which will
This is the
feature
year
a
of the
musical
space?
score by industry
Space time, baby.
legend Mick Gordon. This one is
Mick
going to grab you,
Gordon.
and we are
That's
so
the Dune
honored
guy,
to
isn't it?
debut it.
Is it?
Mick Gordon.
Mick Gordon.
Yeah, Doom, Killer Instinct, Wolfenstein composer.
Ooh, some good music.
A little fishy.
That's neat.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah, I made it. Mom, get the camera.
Already not getting the Spice Wars vibes. That's like a 4X game, isn't it? The Dune one.
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
I'm liking
Little
this.
70s.
Yeah, I'm liking this world building right now.
Okay,
Oh,
this
it's
is,
a horror game.
yeah, that's too much. My pants have already been shitted.
Someone shat in my pants.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be, dude.
Oh,
What?
no. That was a robot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Camera gun. It reminds me almost like you remember Routine?
Routine. What is that one?
It doesn't like this.
Okay.
It was like a station that was like alone, and you like control the cameras.
Oh yeah.
It was
Okay,
kinda
that
like-
one. Yeah. We
Yeah,
played
yeah.
a little bit of that together, didn't we?
Yeah. Ooh, nice physics.
Oh, oh no! Oh no!
Why does it have a face that opens?
That okay?
Absolutely not.
Wait, what?
It's Routine. Did they?
Doesn't that look great? That was Routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago, and it's now officially back. I can't wait to see more.
Did we not play that?
Now it's time to check in with
Or did we just like see a bunch of trailers?
I think we're thinking of a totally different game.
Video games, including most recently.
Hey, I got it right though. It was Routine.
Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
Johnson.
Bro, that.
What's up,
Oh,
everybody?
okay.
And what's
Why
up,
is he? Bro, go home.
The Summer Game Fest audience is live streaming right now around the world, and everybody inside the epic IMAX theater.
A rock, baby.
Dwayne Johnson
He's
here
so
coming
bald.
at you.
Why does his
From
tattoo look weird, dude?
So bald.
Very hot.
Why does his tattoo look like wrinkly?
And smelly Iron Paradise.
I don't know, man.
Powered
Ask
by,
him.
of course,
Hey, Rock.
Solar Energy, the
Oh my! Are you serious?
Oh no! Get out of here,
You
dude.
guys know me.
That was. You know what? Shout out to him. He had the perfect little right into frame. He was like,
Uncle Hanson,
Zoa Energy.
sexiest man alive. Big drink
Oh my
energy.
god. Dwayne, put the Zoa
Always
down.
room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large.
That's true. If I was that jacked, I would never wear a shirt either.
you guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in
I don't know you. I wish.
that happened. You know me as the Foundation.
Oh, okay.
And I gotta
Fortnite
tell you
lore.
guys, number one, thank you so much for
Are we
the
getting
crazy
Fortnite?
response of me becoming the
Fortnite
Foundation.
2, dude. We called it.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
that, you know, I've had such a pleasure working with.
This has been a whirlwind of a day. I'm still kind of like adjusting to the fact that I'm on stream right now.
Yeah.
Speaking
Welcome.
of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam, as millions
That
of you
trailer
know,
Oh yeah, I
was
didn't watch it.
know the Black
I was
Adam
I forgot to
mythology.
watch that trailer. I saw it on my
He is
feed.
ruthless, he is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this. Black Adam has the power.
There's a tutorial on how to be Black Adam.
The only difference. Well, there's a few differences.
Here's
But one of
the
biggest
vibe check.
differences
I'll do
is
this
Superman's
regularly. I'll
weakness is
just go to
magic.
Twitter, find the first
Black
tweet I
Adam,
see.
one of his superpowers.
First tweet I see for this segment is, the
So you
fuck
do the
is
math.
this?
October 21st. I cannot wait.
That is
for
a
you
quick
guys
pulse
to
check
see
on
Black Adam around the world.
How's the
somebody
internet
said.
feeling? Oh,
Yeah.
the fuck is
You
this?
guys will finally see
Got
the
it.
hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam.
Is there
Dwayne-
even a
It was
DC universe anymore?
Yeah,
a
Dwayne.
role that's in my DNA, and that I was.
I mean, he's
born
gotta sell it, I guess.
Born to play
So
the Man in Black, and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused.
Yeah.
He's
keep
just
having
jamming.
fun,
He's
keep
just
kicking
saying
ass.
words. There's
Yeah.
nothing about any game.
And I'll see you down the road.
Was
He's
this just
talking about-
This is Black
a
Adam.
Rock check-in? Oh, okay.
Can we get a pulse check on The Rock, please?
The Black Adam trailer reveal.
Nothing but heartache.
Is that
Oh.
Pierce Brosnan?
It's Mamma Mia 3.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god.
So this is like a Shazam villain.
Now I kneel before no
Oh, he's a villain? I don't know anything about DC, dude, honestly.
I think he's like an anti-hero kind of thing.
this world.
Is Deadpool? DC? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
guys.
see, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero, looks like. He like fights with the poor. Oh, maybe not.
Up to you.
See, he has the same. He has the same little lightning bolt that Shazam has. I think the source of their powers is the same. Sick, dude.
Okay. Oh, I like all of that.
Is this Apex? No.
No?
Outriders. That's a name I haven't heard in a long
Yeah,
time.
let it die, dude.
And people liked. I don't think he says Black Adam. You were saying, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I know people like the update that came out recently.
I mean, I feel like I remember people liked it when it first came out. I wanted to get into it, but I wasn't gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I did an ad for it, so I got it for free.
I remember it came out on Xbox Game Pass, but not PC Game Pass, which was really interesting. That's a rarity for it to be exclusive to one side or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what I say with all multiplayer games, unless there's a giant hook that pulls me in, or my friends are all really into it, it's really hard for me to buy in on anything if it's not free to play. You know?
Yeah, just because it's so reliant on having people with you.
But hey, if it becomes one of those games where a year from now we're still talking about it, people are still playing it, you know, good on
That's how I
them.
felt about. Yeah, that's how I felt about like D2 Destiny.
Yeah.
But,
That's what I
yeah,
mean. Like, there's like 4 Destinies, you know? It's just like, it's so hard. So it's like a whole, they're saying includes the original Outriders. So this is like a whole.
The sequel, or is it
like remake-ish?
Or like big expansion?
Interesting. Oh.
The Switch.
Switch reel? So I've heard from Freya. This is how out of everything I've been, there's rumors of one next week. Direct.
A Nintendo Switch Direct.
On the 15th. There's rumors. It lines up time-wise that would be the day that they would have a Direct. And they usually wait till like the day before to announce it, so it's going to be hard to tell.
I also heard rumors, correct me if I'm wrong, that Switch 2 revealed this year.
I've heard mix of Fall Guys.
Oh, free to play Fall Guys. Hell yeah.
You know, I've heard Switch 2 rumors for so long that I don't even know what to. Wasn't that a streamer on the sitting down? It was Disguised Toasters. Like, yeah, there's Valkyrie. Yeah, these are streamers. Is Ludwig gonna show up?
Is Germa here?
Imagine Germa in a commercial, bro.
Courage, get out of here.
Okay, see, I was like, I know that's someone I don't know. It's Germa.
Where's Ben?
I'm actually really excited. So this is promoting the fact that it's going free to play on all platforms. I'm actually pretty stoked on this. Because Fall Guys is super fun. But like I had to play by myself all the time because no one else had it. You know? And so like the idea of playing with everyone, like all my friends in one big group.
And cross progression, so I can play on my PC. Then if I want to leave, I can just take it on my Switch.
That was so fun to see Courage and Ray in that Fall Guys piece, and you can play and download Fall Guys.
And it was a cute promo video.
June 21st
GG
across
Fall
all
Guys.
platforms, including Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
New team,
legendary developers. Left 4 Dead 3, here it comes.
Frost
Giants.
I forgot to take notes. Oh, interesting. RE8 running on Max now. Oh,
what the heck?
The Capcom showcase isn't going to have anything new, Oscar, but it will have new RE4 footage, so.
Oh yeah.
Worth watch.
Was it Destiny?
Okay, hurry.
Is this Recore 2? Remember Recore, everybody?
Is that GLaDOS? Is this Portal 3?
Now we're talking. Command,
Is this Mag 2?
500 players now. Yo, it's what was that game from Gearbox that launched with the PS5 and it just flopped?
I have it, Command. Repeat, I have it.
What was it?
Accomplished.
I hear Lara Croft.
I know. Space Tomb Raider.
Demons. Yeah, that's what.
Returnal 2. There's something about the vibe that's a little off on this.
Yeah. Who's this?
Hang tight, Doc. I've got this.
Yo, it's StarCraft.
It's third person StarCraft.
It's StarCraft Ghosts. It's finally coming out.
Was this Diva from Overwatch? What? That didn't look like a punch. Like I think he just grazed his face.
That's what I'm saying. Like the whole vibe of this is kind of weird. Like even
like
the voice acting,
the bullets, but yeah, everything is just.
Tribes of Midgard. That's what I was thinking of. No, wait. Godfall.
Godfall.
This feels like a trailer from 2011.
Mm-hmm. Is it just Taco? Storm coming. It's a Fortnite update.
Stormgate. Okay.
What the hell? What is it?
I kind of don't know what happened. 2023
for beta.
Jesus. Sounds like you announced a bit early, gang.
Yeah, what's up? I'll go sign up. Fuck it.
You're like, what the hell? Okay.
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations.
Listen, I want to try out all the dumb games.
Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details.
And the website crashed. Everyone's trying to play Stormgate right now.
Announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new.
It's RTS. Okay.
Oh, RTS. Okay, never mind.
All right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive solar storm.
So was I right?
Yeah, it's
Is it StarCraft? Is it former StarCraft people?
And we saw some hints of some. I mean, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. Tell us about the size.
Oh my god, it is just
I'm a
StarCraft.
genius.
Yeah, we're unveiling.
It was
our first two
playstormgate.com, right?
factions today,
I think so.
There will be more.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the
Human
website's like
Resistance, and
down.
we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that.
One of my
cinematic,
good friends
and
was
then also
implicated
the
in
Infernal
Stormgate,
Hosts,
so
who
I'd
are these
appreciate if you
demon-like
didn't tweet about it.
monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team,
Like, that literally
where do you
looked
wanna
like
push
a
the
StarCraft
RTS genre?
Ghost
It's something we've all loved for
trailer.
decades, but opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine. But any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS. Where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that. Just to lower that.
The fact that they have to toss in no
We're
NFTs
also
now.
really trying to be a lot more social.
I
So
completely
we're able to play
forgot
the campaign cooperatively.
those
We've got
existed.
3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also still got 1v1 competitive.
And as a little surprise, I think we've got some first kind of work-in-progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on, but some shots of actual assets.
All right, since
that
I had
we're
so little
building
time in
Unreal
between.
Engine 5.
Wow. Well, I
No
love it.
disrespect to Stormgate,
2023,
but I
you
do
said for
have
the
to
beta,
go
so people can
potty.
Sign up
You-
now,
you
get
take the
ready,
reins,
and I'm
okay?
just so thrilled that there is a brand new
BRB.
Yeah.
RTS franchise coming from you
Can't wait to
guys
talk about
with
my
the
favorite
background of what
RTS,
you did,
Storm
StarCraft. We're so excited
Gate.
about this team, Frost Giant. Thank you so much for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really grateful.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giant, Stormgate, keep an eye out for it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Good morning,
High Water.
traders. High Water Pirate Radio, keeping you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
It was a exploration game, but in an apocalypse where everything floods. I wonder what platforms it's gonna be on, because it looks kind of mobile-ish, Switch-ish.
Hello.
Hello. Looks like this is like a exploration, like apocalypse, but everything flooded instead of like bombed.
Okay, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like a little conscious. It was like litter and trash and stuff.
Yeah.
Jamie says seems like a Game Pass game. I get what you mean.
What a
Like when I came out, when I was talking, I was like the
strategy game set in a world
the
ravaged
visuals.
by
I was like, this is a
extreme
mobile
climate
game, a
change.
Switch game.
Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict
Climate change. It's not.
Yeah.
It's apocalypse from
It's
climate change.
impacted
There you
the
go.
development of games, including replaced from Sad Cat Studios, a Belarusian studio with
Oh,
devs
yeah.
from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had
This
long
game looked
hoped to
really cool.
reveal
Was
a
that
new
the
trailer here today,
Xbox event? Oh no, it was that
understandably unable to
Summer Game
complete it
Fest.
in time. Guys,
before.
I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers.
Shout out
impacted
to
by
the devs
conflict.
in Ukraine.
Hope to be able to share your work
Trying to make
at a future
games
show.
with everything going on.
All right, our
Yeah.
next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival.
Let's go.
It's American Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised.
The Tribeca Game
with
Festival is so
population
sick.
Constantly voting you up or down. When
Oh,
you become
no.
unpopular,
Oh, no, chat.
You need to start.
Are you
running
voting me
for
up or
your
down right
life.
now?
Check this out.
Don't know.
What?
Send your thumb up or thumb down in chat. If you vote me up or down.
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a dream to build the city of tomorrow. That dream is now a reality, and that city is
Oh, thank you.
Arcadia.
Thank you for the smile W. The visual style, it reminds me of Rec Room, weirdly enough, that VR game.
Life of luxury and comfort.
I like it. It's very colorful, though.
Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform.
God, can you imagine?
American Arcadia.
Just everywhere, streaming.
Control. Subject on the run on
Is this
camera
Spy Party 2?
4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
There's Little Nightmares 2, 3.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's definitely gonna have that Little Nightmares
Listen
perspective.
to me. We can't allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of there.
Yo, that actually looks interesting, especially if it's. What if that is a 2-player Operation Tango-esque game where one person's at a computer, one
Next up is
person's
a
running
sequel
around?
We've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out, you don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update.
Dead Island 2!
Anticipated sequel.
Finally, dude.
I know, I'm gonna say it right here. Oh, Dead Island kind of slapped.
It's a classic. Well, Coffee Stain, though.
Oh. Yeah, Dead Island 2.
Yeah, this is that trailer again. Unless this is a fake out and it's Goat Simulator 2.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I think it is, dude. I think this is a fake out. It's Goat Simulator 2.
Yeah. There's no way it's not.
Because I was like, yes, this is the Dead Island. This is how that trailer went. There it is, baby. Yo, MMO Goat Sim.
I'm here for it.
Goat Sim spawned a whole genre of game, and that alone earns it respect. And it was super fun. The first one was super fun. I only played like so many of the. They had like Goat Sim in space. They had a zombie Goat Sim thing. 4-player co-op Goat Sim.
I'm here for it.
Wait, 3?
Let's do it.
There's a 2?
There was a 2 already?
I'm looking it
There
up.
you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3, and it's coming.
Hopefully there isn't a 2, so it just fakes everyone out even more.
I don't think there is a 2.
Marvel and 2K announced Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical
Oh, hell yeah.
RPG from
Yeah.
What is this?
Games, the studio
It's
behind
XCOM Marvel.
Civilizations.
Oh, no, if it's not Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4, I don't want it.
Supernatural
It's
ones like
XCOM Marvel,
Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle
I'll still
against
play it, though.
Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got
Who's the guy on the right?
folks
It's Ghost
set to
Rider.
join the battle.
No, like the in the middle right.
That's Blade. It's
He's
Blade.
a Marvel character?
Yeah.
No way.
Marshall Ali is playing him in the MCU.
The vampire killer Blade?
Is a Marvel character.
Ain't no way, brother.
I'm telling you. He's the greatest hidden secret. Yo, Venom is here.
Venom.
That's a good Venom design, too.
It's classic Venom design.
He's thick.
Double cheeked up on our Thursday afternoon, dude. The Starfire?
Marvel versus DC.
Has anyone ever done that? Is that a possibility?
They've done comics. They haven't done games, I don't think. No, they haven't. Technically, Blade's voice has appeared in the MCU, though.
Is that Kerrigan?
Yes.
Who's that?
Yes.
Spidey Man.
I'm gonna need some backup.
And Miles. Yo, oh, that's an interesting Miles design. So yeah, it's got like Mass Effect-esque sequences in between missions where you're like just living with the heroes. Because you play an original character, that person in the girl in the middle with the swords.
That's a character creation.
Yeah. You're like an ancient demon that's been. You're like the daughter of this villain, and you're the only one that can kill her. So they wake you back up.
We have to kill Mom.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Is that Wanda?
No, I think that's like Ebony Maw or something. Yo,
the Venom, cool Venom, Demon Majin Venom,
Majin Hulk,
Majin Hulk.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Okay. And it's all like, yeah, it's all the more mystical side of the universe.
Are these outfits like canon?
A decent amount of them, yeah. This one, I'm not sure. It's cool though.
That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
Oh, that was a weird cut.
Yeah.
That was Midnight Suns, and now
and
we're
it just
moving
straight
on to the wonderful world of
that was a
Cuphead,
weird
the delicious last
transition
course.
all around.
Can you believe it?
But
We're
no,
only
Marvel
a
Midnight
couple
Suns I'm
weeks
super
away
excited for.
from
I'll
playing
talk more about it
Delicious Last
after,
Course
but yeah, I'm
DLC.
super
You see
excited.
how they did that for Cuphead. Joining me now is Maya Maldenhauer from Studio MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming.
One second, I gotta use the restroom.
June 30th on all major
I'm on it.
platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled too that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here, and I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy.
Flexing. Keighley flexing that he's got the Steam
Deck.
Deck.
Be ready for how amazing this looks and the backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up obviously the gameplay. It's difficult as we would expect, but the visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud of in this because we really honed our craft, took everything to the next level from animation, the backgrounds.
I've heard,
music,
Jamie. I
gameplay
haven't watched
design,
it because
and of course,
no
our
one
new
was
playable
high
character
on
is
it, so I
Chalice.
didn't
I'm
feel the
very
need
proud of
to.
her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels like it's its own game inside of Cuphead in many ways.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new new territory, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead. Well, I know you brought. I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for people.
A little something, yeah. It's a brand new game.
I really liked the last trailer they put out.
It takes
where it was like
place
stop
in
motion.
Arena.
That was really cool.
It features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
All right, let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious last course. Thanks, Smile.
So this is one whole new world, right? And the new world is like mostly a boss rush with some unique levels in there as well, and it's got the new character. That's like the bulk of what this is, right? As far as I know. Evan. Not a full new Cuphead. This is the last, they're calling the delicious last course. So it's going to be the final piece of content for the Cuphead original game. Like this is DLC for that. So the original. This is the final bit of content for it. I think it's one whole new world with like 6 bosses and a few levels. And I forget her name now, actually. It's not Mug Girl. I don't know what it is. Tree Fitty, welcome. Cuphead is sick. If you haven't played Cuphead, check it out. Welcome, everybody.
Now, if
New
you
time
want even more Cuphead,
viewers.
who doesn't? Tomorrow we will
We're doing
show
this
you
all
an
weekend, so
exclusive
drop a
look
follow
at
if you like.
Season 2 of the Cuphead Show, when I co-host Netflix's Geeked Week, which will include new show and game.
I think we're gonna watch this too.
It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you for the
And
follow,
that's
Evan.
not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next,
Much
is the
appreciated.
Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing.
Day of the Devs
Tomorrow
is
after
super
Geek
sick
Week,
if you're
there is the
interested in
Epic
indie
Store
games.
Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific,
I
2 p.m.
nearly
Eastern,
cried last
with
time I
news on
watched the
Rocket
game.
League and the Tribeca Game Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase with a look at the future of
there an
Xbox
Epic
and Game
Showcase?
Pass. Now we have some exciting
interesting.
news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from
go.
hell who slays demons for the chance to ascend to heaven.
Yeah, Neon White is super sick. Hello. Weirdly enough, I think this is a follow-up game from the guy who made Donut County.
We're
so
called
if
neons.
you're familiar with that game, this is
Plucked
very
from hell
different.
to do God's dirty work. but I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
There's an anime?
So it's a card-based, I think it's roguelike-ish, parkour shooter, where you're... This is a, it's not out yet, and so yeah, this is a
You think you can win me over
just new
by
trailer.
showering me with gifts?
It's got dating sim elements in between. For freaks, by freaks, baby. No.
There's a lot.
Oh, shit.
That's next week.
So
This looks dope as hell.
Yeah, an assassin trying to kill angels, I think.
We've shown you lots
Or
of
demons.
games
You can't do that.
made by
One or the
huge
other.
teams. Now it's
Very
time
different
for a game
tones.
made by a single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help
Yo,
to bring his vision for a
if you
fast-paced
have not
action
seen this game yet,
Midnight
chat,
Flight Express to
enjoy.
life.
Is this a sequel to Midnight Ghost Hunt?
This game is wild.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
Rise up, gamers.
This reminds me of what's that one game? Hong Kong Massacre.
It's definitely it's that twin stick shooter, but then it's got hand-to-hand combat.
Actually going through with it.
The story is wild. There's nuns with rocket launchers.
Put it there? Nah, not him. Me.
So it feels like somewhere between Hotline Miami and, you know, Ruiner.
We washed this whole damn city down.
Yo, the stuntman for God of War is pretty cool. Yeah, I've been following that for a while. August 23rd, it's finally coming out.
Such a cool game, and I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on
Let's go.
Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right, joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know.
Warframe's another one that
have these Canadian
how
teams
they
on the
how have
show.
they
I
done
don't
it,
know
you
how
know?
that works out, right?
Okay.
We do well. We have a
How have they
great
kept
connection.
it
We've also
going
done a lot
all
with
this time?
Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so
Yes.
it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea,
Where'd my Twitch drop?
30 minutes for
Where'd my
watching.
Twitch drop
Thank
at?
you for letting us kind of take over
I'm a
our
co-streamer.
special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with
I'm
the
still
game,
mad
and I
that
know
they had a Twitch drop for
TennoCon
Keighley's
coming up
face
in July,
in
which is
Among
your
Us, and I
big
never
kind
got
of
it.
event of the year to reveal what's next.
Messed up.
What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much,
Okay.
but yeah, July 16th, 2022. It's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, you know, kind of debut. We have our 10 live during 10.
I like her
which is our
vibes.
Big reveal of the night, and
big
we usually
jeans
do a
with
little
a
bit of
tear.
a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people can
The little
suspect
knit
what it might be, but I'm here to kind
vest.
of confirm what it is that Tunnel Live is going to show.
Hair.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Deviri paradox. It's
Finally,
I know.
How does
I know, it's
Keighley
been a
know? What do you
couple
mean?
years, but
Bro, he's
Deviri
a
Paradox
Warframe. He's a
is what
gamer,
Tunnel
dude.
Live is all about,
He's
and
better
I'm
than
so
us.
Happy.
Okay?
The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
And I
for
guess
being
that
here.
means I'm better than
Let's take a
you
look at
because
that right now.
Keighley liked my tweet last night, so.
My child.
You guys are basically best friends.
Obviously.
Is done.
Is this still Warframe?
Yep. Jareen, I agree. It does seem like a Fern fit. Hopefully Fern will be here later in the weekend. New full-time job
Ooh.
means can't be here for this.
Just the designs for everything. insanity to me.
For now,
It's
dream of who we were.
so Warframe launched with the
who we have become.
PS4, I think. And I remember trying it at the time because it was one of like 5 games that the PS4 had. And I feel like it is a completely different game now. I can't even, I want to hop in. I kind of want to check it out.
Me too. I actually tried it back when it was strictly, this is way before it even ever came out on PS4. This is strictly when it was like almost like a dungeon crawler. Where you would literally just load into one map.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like the dungeon, and then that was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space RPG.
New look
now on
at-
space
excuse me,
today
what now?
From Genshin Impact studio Hoyoverse
Oh,
across mobile and PC. This
shit.
studio continues
Space
to deliver
Genshin?
Space
new trailer
Genshin?
reveals for the very
Oh.
first time, a new and exotic realm.
That's another one too. Like, I want to look at Genshin Impact. I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah, I've played a decent amount of JRPG. Evan, tune in. Oh, but it's not Genshin though. It's from the same developers. So if you're not into that. No, I played a decent amount of Genshin. It is well made. I just can't.
You are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here.
But you know,
Matters.
you're gonna get a lot of gotcha
In the near future.
and open a lot of boxes and hope you get characters. Sick that they already have like a full new experience to work on too. I mean, I'm sure that team has grown so much.
Adventures.
Well, yeah, they made probably billions of dollars this time.
Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart where you're heading, you will arrive at the end.
Did you catch, Evan? There was like 10 seconds of gameplay for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and
It looked good.
a little sizzle reel for the Switch.
Oh,
Everyone just
that's neat.
everyone fell in love with that character. Yeah, that was like 10, it was like literally like 10 seconds in a sizzle reel, but it looked good.
It was like one attack from a character.
Guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
It was the same trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
you know, half of the internet loves this, half the internet hates
That's
it.
not all from Hoyoverse. Today,
More?
I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game.
They're
I have
taking
to say,
over.
I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple
This
weeks
looks
ago. And it
dope
has
as hell,
the
though, just the
detail
art.
of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style.
Okay, it's not
Here is
a
the world
open
premiere of a
world
brand new
RPG.
look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies, and world of danger.
It reminds me of like an anime version. What was that game? Brink? You remember Brink?
Oh my god, yeah.
That was like an urban exploration combat game.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like anime version of Brink.
Ooh. I like the character designs.
Like in the style.
Mm-hmm. Because it's in third-person arena combat. PvE?
I know. I was expecting this to be multiplayer.
This looks pretty cool though. Did you see those physics?
I was gonna say. I didn't want to say it. The jiggle is here.
Mm-hmm.
Getting emails about a lot of the games we're seeing here today. So when we do our recap and go deep dive in some of this stuff, I'll read some of that stuff out.
Raiden from Metal Gear?
ZZZ Zenless Zone Zero.
That looked pretty good.
Yo. Very Persona vibes. With the screens and the
One
cool
of my
aesthetic.
favorite reveals last year was TMNT
Oh,
Shredder's Revenge,
Keighley,
which
just
reminds us all
let
of
me
Eternal's
breathe.
arcade games back in the day. Well,
No,
it's
back to
nearing
back,
the end
brother.
of development, and the team wanted to
I'm
use
actually pretty
SGF
excited
as a
for
way
this.
to reveal one
Mm-hmm.
exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Release date? Release date? Release date? Oh no, it's
No.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey reveal.
Casey Jones, that's right.
He's cool.
So yeah, this is Tribute Games. I've been a fan of theirs for forever.
Keeping the genre alive. We can play as April too.
And Shredder. Oh!
Oh hell yeah!
Not Shredder,
Splinter.
Splinter.
This is very bold of them to assume I have 5 friends.
Well, it's online too, so that's nice.
I didn't stutter.
Yeah, that's awesome. 6-player multiplayer is huge for a game like this. That's the kind of thing you could only do back in the arcades.
Available?
Bruh!
June 16th!
I gotta email some people.
That's next week.
This is super people. We play. I tried this. It's weird, dude.
I didn't hate it though, honestly.
Like level up your gear as you go. You level up your. You have to like craft it all.
Mm-hmm. It didn't, even though it was good to me, it didn't have the pull for me anymore. Like, there wasn't enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I want to keep playing.
It just feels like there's too much going on in this game. Another sneaky thing I think that maybe wasn't totally realized in that, yeah, exactly. That's a Game Pass game. Shredder's
Teenage?
Revenge. Yeah.
Is he sniping with a shotgun?
Huge. Hell yeah, brother. Active agent hopping on that as soon as I was. J-Roll, thank you for the follow. Again, if you want to keep up with things we're doing this week, we're going to be doing this for like the next 5 days. So drop a follow. Humankind. Okay, I hate to do this. It's very unprofessional, but I do have to pee again. So you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm here with the Nazca, the Dino, the Inca, the Argentinians, Cubans. Is this like a god sim? What is this? Oh wait. What the hell is this? What?
How far will you push?
I don't know if I enjoyed that.
What happened? Weird change?
Yeah, like the trailer like ended and it was like, but wait, there's more. And like it gave like it's like rewrite history and just give these weird like this weird second trailer.
I've tried the beta. You know how I had to play the beta though?
One Piece is celebrating its
Your console?
25th
Stadia.
anniversary this year. And Bandai Namco is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with
So
One
this might be
Piece
the thing that
Odyssey.
finally pulls me
Monkey
into
D.
One
Luffy
Piece.
and his crew of
If it's
pirates are off on their next adventure.
like an adventure game, like an action adventure game,
It's a
exploration.
JRPG.
Luffy and his Straw
Okay, I
Hat
might be here
crew
for this.
become marooned in this exciting
It
upcoming
is a Civ rival from Sega. It's actually it's interesting. It's got some interesting counters to what Civ's doing.
Along the Grand Line.
Yeah, this is a One Piece RPG.
Listen, if I can like explore the seas and like go on adventures, I'm here for it. Oh, the art's really good. Maybe a little bit too realistic, but
Oh fuck. One Piece is one of those things I really want to try to get into, but like 1 million episodes is just too much.
Mm-hmm. Frankie. No.
If you buy the physical edition, I don't know if anyone knows this. And sorry, want to One Piece. If you buy the physical edition of Shredder's Revenge, there's a voucher for free pizza inside.
That's hilarious.
Filled with new encounters and hidden mysteries.
He's a monkey.
Unravel the adventure that awaits.
Yeah.
In an odyssey beyond imagination.
I hope I don't need to watch the anime to understand the story.
It said original story from the creator.
Oh yeah, CJ Arena has the same thing. It's like, does it follow the anime? But if it's its own story, that's exciting.
Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas launches, and
Oh,
we've got
Keighley's no longer speaking
listen
English.
to
Oh,
the
just kidding.
voice cast with this quick new look.
Ringo.
The PR person that runs Shredder's Revenge already tweeted, "Turtle review codes, huh? Haha. Anyways, I'm leaving."
You get one more chance to make things right.
This feels like an Evan game. Evan, if you're looked away.
Is Persona?
Save the world.
No, they said the name of it too. Soul Hackers.
You can't hack a soul. Come on now.
SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit cards.
ad break. At
nerdwallet.com.
Okay, so
the Epic Mega Sale is going on
no,
right now.
I can't
Save
even
up to
take a second.
75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products. And it wouldn't be the Mega Sale without the free games vault featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store Twitch channel.
Let's
for our
go.
summer showcase on June 10th.
Welcome,
2 p.m.
Fern.
Eastern, 11
Welcome,
a.m.
Fern.
Pacific. We're taking
Fern,
a look at
Fern,
new announcements
Fern.
and updates
Everybody.
for PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
Drop a sub for Fern, am I right?
Wow, I'm so excited that Fern's here. Can we get 5 gifted for Fern?
You know, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Twitch Prime. Some free subscription on our channel. Support us.
You nuts?
So I'm gonna bring the volume down during this ad. Literally just an ad. Yeah, this has been a chaos day. Just before stream, I had an interview for something exciting. Think it went okay. And then I literally went to call Fern to like talk about it. And as we were wrapping up the conversation, I look over at the screen. I had the stream up already because I needed to. I look at the screen, I go, oh, it's a minute till it starts, so I should probably hang up now. So I went from the interview to calling Fern to right on the stream. So that's why it's been a little chaotic, but I'm glad you're all here. Again, if you're new here and you want to consider dropping a follow, drop a follow. We got a gifted sub from Jammy. Thank you so much. I love doing these events. I love covering these things, and I'm pretty happy to have everyone here. It's a mix of my worlds today. Some of my newer friends hopping in here. Love the vibes. It's a great time. Love everybody. I'm feeling nice, feeling happy today. But yeah. And shout out to Fish.
Huh?
Fish streams occasionally. Escape from Tarkov over there. If you want some sweaty gameplay, Fish is the one to watch. So shout out to Fish.
I mean, lately it's been like Fortnite, but yeah, I mean.
So much fun.
So yeah, Strikers. We were I played the
only on Nintendo Switch.
The beta recently. God, that's tomorrow. It's out tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Carl and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot?
Oh,
to the
you
beat?
didn't need to.
But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you
Thank
are
you.
at slaying to the beat, the more intense
Agent
everything gets.
for the
and
sub.
We have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian.
What was the Marvel game?
Down. So while
Midnight
headbanging
Suns.
isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam,
Let's go.
Xbox, and PlayStation platforms.
Maybe
so
I'll
go
play some
check it
demos
out
later.
And slay to the beat.
So Metal Hellsinger is there's a game like this already out. It is a rhythm-based FPS with original metal music, and Troy Baker is the voice of the main character. God, I can barely hear myself. It must be louder in my ears than it is on stream.
So is this like a Painkiller? Remember Painkiller?
It's similar. What was it? There was another game. It's been out. That's like this. It's more roguelike.
Soon. SEUM.
I think that's it. Maybe that's it.
It's the one where you're like in hell, like speedrunning almost, right? Like roguelike.
No. That's a different one. I hate this because they were announced around the same time. The other one, it's more indie, came out already, and that's more like a roguelite. I think this has like a narrative, single player experience, linear. Guess what I mean? Not roguelite. Yeah, that's an exciting game.
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free. Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual success.
The Quarry's tomorrow?
Stars David Arquette and an
The
all-star
Quarry stream
cast.
when?
Getting great reviews.
Oh yeah,
This
let's
is
play
one
that.
of those binge-worthy
Cheese
teen
it.
horror entertainment
So-
experiences where your every choice shapes your story.
Normally
and
this is where
determines
Fern
who lives
sits,
who dies
and so I
at a
put
camp in
something here
upstate
that
New York. Here's
I
the
love
first
just
look
as much as
at the
Fern.
launch trailer.
Cheese
Family
it.
is the most
Cheese it.
important thing in the world.
So The Quarry, God, it's just nonstop. If
Your
you've
whole family
played Until Dawn,
like
this is the spiritual
every
successor
last
to The
one of them
Quarry.
decided to
Or
jump down the bottom
Until
of the
Dawn.
Until Dawn.
hanging on the end of a rope. How can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just gonna fall right down.
What's
to the
that actor's
bottom of
name?
the well with the rest of them.
I know him, but I don't.
And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Yo, Brenda Song.
Kidnapping,
Justice.
murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is
Was
in on
that
it.
Tom Holland?
You have no idea what's going on.
Oh, it
here.
looked like Tom Holland.
Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Wait, Brenda Song's in this?
Yeah.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
It's so funny. I think that guy's name is Justice Smith, but he is
We gotta get out.
not.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Yeah, Justice Smith.
This isn't a ghost
This trailer is
story.
cool,
It's
though.
a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Back at the Game Awards, we were
Hell
proud
yeah.
to reveal Nightingale.
Oh,
a
this game looks so
third-world
sick.
survival
Oh,
crafting
give
game
me,
from Inflection
give me a,
Games.
Oh, Nightingale. Oh, we're all so excited for this.
Brand new look
give
and
me a
deeper look at the game,
breather.
including its
Jeff.
innovative realm card system that lets you impact things
Ugh.
like the weather pattern,
Give me
resources,
a
and challenges
beta.
in its
Give me a
procedural
date.
realms. Here is your exclusive.
Give me a crumb.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are, I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate.
I know what you mean, Evan. I did the same. I definitely did the same.
Foul things.
So yeah, this has this.
The interrealmic void.
You have to like you enter new realms through this like portal, and you have to
your axe pick.
Like craft a way to open it again to another new realm, and so it's got that open world survival crafting stuff going on, but it's got really interesting and different aesthetics. And yeah, so you have to craft the cards that get you into new places, and also it sounds like manipulates the world, the weather, the creatures that are in the world. So it almost feels like No Man's Sky survival game, you know what I mean? Where you're constantly driving forward, but making meaningful stops at each little planet and system that you go to, you know?
If these shadows have offended, think but this.
Absolutely not.
Not play nighty.
I did that, what, last year when the first trailer dropped? I probably still have a...
Oh, it's just sign up for email and wish list.
Yeah.
The Saints are marching in on August 23rd.
Yeah, I'm excited for this too. It's gonna be chaos.
And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
Guys,
You gotta do something to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
me.
Me. So if it's just a character creator, it's not as exciting, but it is out now. But yeah, it is Saints Row, so it is gonna be fun to see people making things over the next few days. Be the swaggiest.
All right.
And I'm out.
Yeah, but Saints Row's always been like this.
I know. But it... Okay, there we go. This is...
Seriously, this is perfect.
Fern out.
Show, baby.
Were those boobies?
Bubbies?
Shout out to boobies.
Be literally any... I don't know about that one.
I'm just curious to see how this... Because, you know, at the time... It is for the full game, too. I mean, but yeah, it is a long trailer.
What was that game called?
Which one?
Black Desert Online, that the one? BDO?
Oh,
and
yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
crazy character creator. Free?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
just the character creator?
The character creator.
Oh my god.
That is a weird thing to like really lean into the ad there, yeah.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40k Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Darktide promises intense four-player co-op action.
I just want them to like put up a
terrifying
black
enemy
screen
hordes
for like
to team
10
up against.
seconds.
And it's our
Just let me speak for one. Darktide looks so fun though.
console on
It's basically Space Vermintide.
Right, yeah, with the Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I like the variety of characters. Look, I love the giant guy.
The old lady somewhere in there.
Most promising thing shown so far. So a lot of it, as Keighley said, is updates of things we've known about. So it's a little harder to pick on one thing here. I liked what was that, Arcadia? What was that?
Oh yeah, it was I was gonna say Stadia of Arcadia, but no, it's what was called? I know what game I'm talking about.
Which was like a sorry, my brain. During these events, brain break. Okay, the gameplay looks so good. I remember the first trailer I saw. I was like, I'm sold on the like vibes, but I don't know how the gameplay is gonna look, and this looks good. Ooh, little mini games. We love a mini game.
Yeah, American Arcadia.
J-roll, thank you. Yes, true show. Goat Simulator 3 is a funny reveal because I don't think there was a 2.
That's the first part done. Get to the base of the Matrix bar and put those cryonic rods to work.
Routine looked promising.
Yeah, Routine. Oh yeah, I mean they didn't show much of it, but the Troy Baker, Arthur Morgan game
was it
sounds interesting. Yeah, the Moon-esque game.
Yeah.
I was not prepared to take notes or anything, so I'm scrambling today. But luckily, there's people like Wario64 on Twitter.
Yeah, Wario knows everything, dude. Yeah, was there a date for this? September 13th.
Pass?
Oh, big ups to Fat Shark.
Horror games like Blair Witch and
Your fees
will
return.
They're ready to reveal their latest creation, made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
So the title's gonna have dose in it because that's why I did the get a dose. We love Wario64.
Let it run.
Blooper. I was saying blooper.
The Mario enemy? The squid?
Fucking blooper.
Yeah, fuck you, blooper. Man, it's a classic.
Classic internet.
Any boomer? And yeah, any boomers in chat.
Bro, if you've not, if people in chat have not played Layers of Fear, whoo, doggy.
They're good games, and it's not even like strictly like jump scares and like it's like a good story.
What it does a lot of, and it's my favorite kind of horror mechanic, is you'll walk down a hallway and you reach a dead end. And you'll turn around and everything's different. Like you're in a different part of the house and stuff. And I love that every time. It gets me.
And it is mine.
It also builds that anxiety of you don't know what's behind you at any point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very psychological horror.
Also very psychedelic. Like I just said.
It feels like the best at recapturing that energy that Amnesia had way back in the day, you know?
Before Amnesia turned into something real weird.
And yeah, Unreal Engine 5, we're starting to see those games. And this looks good. So Bloober is also heavily tied to a potential Silent Hill game.
Now I break free.
Layers of Fears. I think he leaked that early because the games before were Layers of Fear, right? And so he said they worked on the Layers of Fears games.
This October, Gotham Knights arrive. Batman is dead, and it's up
I don't
to
know about
Batman
this one, dude.
Family,
Oh, this one looks
Batgirl,
sick.
Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin.
Multiplayer co-op
To give us an
Arkham?
exclusive
Like,
new
come
look,
on.
Let's head
The
to
gameplay I
Montreal
saw was
to
not
hear from
impressive to
executive
me.
producer,
It looks sick to
Laura
me.
Marty.
I'll probably play it though, just because I'm a sucker for these games.
Hello and warm welcome from WB
Batman is
Montreal.
dead.
I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today,
Layer up
we
those
are
fears,
thrilled
baby.
to share more with you on one of our beloved nights,
Like a
Nightwing.
nice
This
bean
showcase is
dip
the
of
first in
fear.
our character
Like a good
series,
crepe
and
cake.
we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
That'd be funny if there was no footage. She's just like, thanks. So a Nightwing focus trailer.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family.
There's something about the Arkham aesthetic that still just works for me.
Gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe.
I love that, like, 10-year-old, 15-year-old aesthetic.
It still looks good, though.
I know, this is not bad.
This feels like the half-step evolution that we're expecting and hoping, while the Suicide Squad game that's coming out feels like the genuine step forward that people have been waiting for.
Yeah, that I'm
There's always more to do. And now, it's up to me.
Potato Bandit, 16-month sub. Thank you so much.
Big pogs.
Hope you're doing well. We got everybody here. Again, thanks everybody for everyone give love to Potato Bandit Cat, COVID survivor right now. Struggling through it. So it looks like there's customization for each of the characters, which is interesting.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome, oh, look who it is. Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us, Neil.
So this is the little twisty
eventful
thing,
day
I
on the
think.
internet for Naughty Dog fans.
Where he said,
I think we jinxed ourselves.
not a lot of
last night,
unexpected
watch
things,
Assassin's
new
Creed,
games,
and lo and behold.
but something
the good
leaked.
News is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But
okay, hold on.
First of all, it is a big month because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary.
Oh, here it is.
The PS5 Last of Us has leaked.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2. And we still hear from
I saw some screenshots.
Us letters and art and these characters in this journey and this.
It does not look as drastic as I thought it would, and I'm kind of upset.
And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part
But you'll
2
see.
Early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10
That's my hot
units.
take.
And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful
Hot
to our
take.
fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Oh, we're gonna recap
Projects. Okay, very interesting. So,
stuff at the end,
what can
Kat. So don't worry.
Last of Us fans
We got you
expect in the
covered.
future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff. So one of the things we
Thank you for
mentioned
asking,
a
Jeff.
while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition.
Let's go.
They really want to
Last of Us
continue
multiplayer.
beyond
I've been
what they've
waiting.
done before at Naughty
If you've
Dog.
never played the
And we
original,
felt
it's
the
so
way to do
good.
it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you,
Holy shit.
is that this game is big.
If that's the scale, yeah.
As big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story.
If that's the scale.
The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
That's
Like
San
a
Francisco,
city
right?
Somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our
Yeah,
fans have already
I live
figured
there.
it out. And it's really cool. And
That's
it's being
cool. I
led
love
by Vince
expanding
Agarwal,
a post-apocalyptic
Anthony Newman, and,
setting
Joe
even further.
Pagnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us, and you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so we gotta wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting that this.
We've
has
been
evolved,
waiting.
and
I'll wait however long you
Can't
want.
wait to see Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special.
I'll have more to talk about it in the
Okay,
recap
well,
because
that's
I'll
not
give some
all. We
feedback
also
about
have something that
how the
I've been
original
thinking about on the
worked.
internet every day. It feels like up in
Very cool.
Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO.
Can we get a trailer for that? Oh,
Yeah, so for the past year, we've
baby.
teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO.
Pedro
to
Pascal
adapt
is
Last
Joel.
of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so
He's basically just doing The Mandalorian again.
I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow.
Wrapping up the filming.
Right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh,
okay. Some more images.
So you can see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game.
If you so if you haven't played the original Last of Us multiplayer agent, I'll
not only directing them,
I'll give you some feedback
they've thrown
as to how that worked, and it's actually very good.
Watching the nuance.
We'll talk about it in the recap.
Their relationship
I'm
on and off camera.
Curious
I couldn't
to see
help
how
but
they're
think
doing
about
things.
Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be
Pedro Pascal's great
special.
casting.
And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
I really wanted Caitlin Dever for Ellie, but
it feels like the video game, everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time.
Yeah, there's some exciting
so we'll
stuff
see more
there.
of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
all I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting.
Curious. The way he keeps saying very soon.
We actually have a couple
coming
actors
this
from
year?
the show who are going to join us
We
here.
happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
Bro, a whole ass Last of Us segment here.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hello.
What the?
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see you.
Good
The original Joel and
I'm a
Ellie.
little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it.
Hell yeah, that's
and
cool,
we're such
man.
Fans of the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it wasn't. It has to be more than just like a wink to the camera and like a cameo. These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we
except for today.
Except for today.
Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were
I'm
working
pretty
on,
confident this is
going to
be a
this
good
project
adaptation.
because they were fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, I the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and just I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be.
I wonder how surreal that experience
so
was
good.
for them, because
when
they filmed their stuff for the game, they were all in mocap suits. You know, they were
the fact that you guys are going to be in it
acting
and
with weird,
roles, I'm so fascinated how it's going to
abstract props and stuff. So to be on set and watching
the game that they're playing, new characters,
these people in costume as the characters they played and everything, I just wonder how surreal that was for them.
So sneaky. All right, well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey, all right, well. Let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original
I'm with you,
game,
Agent.
And this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
I'll just say, no spoilers, but when you got to the end of the game and you were faced with what you had to do, I literally could not.
To get even closer to our original vision.
I just had to
NPC
force myself to. It was a wild
All right,
experience.
let's take a look at the Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah, here's the big Last of Us PS5 remake. Pina.
So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the
Okay, the vegetation is good.
I reckon it's got something to do with.
So I must have missed it. Are they selling this as like a standalone thing, or is it just coming to the PS5 with Last of Us 2?
Yeah, see, well, look at this. It looks just... they were selling it as if it was going to look drastically different.
You know,
And it just still looks up-resed. It doesn't look...
close.
You know?
It's the outside.
Mm-hmm. So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there.
So I'm kind of disappointed. As much as I love The Last of
Once
Us,
upon a time, I had somebody that
they
I
sold
cared
this as
In this
being
world,
a
that's
remake,
good for
of
one
being
thing.
something drastically
Get you killed.
changed. And when you see how it looks, like you're desperately gonna want to play it. I mean, the lighting does look good. The vegetation looks good.
You make every shot count.
I got this.
I don't know. I might be convinced. Yeah, it does not, right? It looks like the same game.
I've had some practice.
It's Last of Us remastered.
That's right. It's coming to PC.
Truly one of my favorite.
That
games
is
of the past
exciting.
decade.
Yeah.
Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these. These performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah,
right?
actually, we came up with a process where you could take the original animation
See, I
of
don't
the
know.
faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by sides here, just how much it has changed.
So
You
yeah, I
went
mean,
and you
it is
redid the
better,
models and rebuilt
right? Look,
everything?
Everything was rebuilt
It
from the
is.
ground up. Same art director, re-art directed the whole
okay,
thing
maybe it
from
is
the
more
ground up.
drastic than it seems.
But
I don't know,
the
man.
great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos.
Again, the plants are cool.
Then we could have achieved.
That was one of the biggest things of playing
that's
Last of
one
Us
the
2 was
things.
like,
I mean,
man,
we can talk about, like,
the
brand new
vegetation
AI,
is
all the
actually
combat
sick.
is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all this stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give
Ooh,
not
haptic
because of the
feedback?
show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just
Tree
to
textures.
refresh my memory
God.
before working on
That
the
whole
show.
I was
conversation
just a
is
glutton for
wild,
punishment,
Evan.
and I went straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another
Yeah,
playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it was.
Oh, I
such
can't
a,
wait.
you guys did such an amazing job.
I
on that
have
game,
not played the
and
original
really
in
when
a
you
while.
play it,
I
when
never,
you see
I
it in motion,
didn't
it's
get in the
really nice
remaster,
from
so.
what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on Uncharted.
Okay,
4,
well,
Last of Us 2, we
even
applied
just
to this,
gameplay wise,
again, to give
that is
kind of
interesting.
version. Just to give a
That
quick
the systems
shout-out,
are more
this
like
project is headed
Last
up
of Us
by,
2,
Matthew Gallant
just
and
in the
Sean
Last of Us
Sky.
1 engine.
And you'll hear a lot more
it's
about it and
just
see a lot more about it over the coming
opposite.
weeks leading
Last
up
of
to
Us
the
2 engine
release
in Last of Us
September
1.
2nd on PS5.
All right.
And
well,
shortly thereafter on PC.
we will look forward to it. Now, Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games.
Okay.
I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save
But
it.
you do have a new project.
Rip, dude.
Do have a new project.
They're just tearing apart the leak from PlayStation earlier today.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the
Wait, is that
entire
the end of the
franchise
show?
and where things are going. Very, very exciting.
Scene of gaming,
All right,
dude.
Summer Game Fest continues over the next
Okay.
few days. Coming up right
Wait.
now on this very stream.
Oh, it is
Dave
done.
Dez with Iron 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive.
That was very confusing, the way he was like, that'll do it. Summer Game Fest continues
We've got Netflix
later.
Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games
So it's going to run
Showcase
right into the
streaming,
next thing, so
along
we don't
with
really have
Epic
time
Games
to
Store
recap
Showcase.
this
And then
right now.
finally Sunday, It's the Xbox
But
and Bethesda Game
pretty fun
Showcase.
show.
You can stream them all at
Some nice, chunky, meaty looks at some
As for
games.
me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany.
A
for
decent amount of
Gamescom
surprising
opening night
stuff.
Live on August 23rd. And then the Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And finally, I'm excited to share
Day of the
Summer Game
Devs,
Fest will
Fern.
return
One
in
of our
June
favorite things. That was
2023 as a digital and in-person event.
When does that
bringing
start?
the
1
gaming
p.m.?
Community together.
I think it
Thanks
just
for being a part of
rolls
Summer
right
Game
into it.
Fest.
I don't think
Remember,
we
there
get
are
any
more
time.
events and announcements to come.
Maybe
See
though,
you
we'll
soon.
see. I had put 1 p.m. on my schedule because I assumed that's when this was going to end. So yeah, like I said, pretty fun event.